Renault 99 has a best lap time of 1:36.005. Rob Keen's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Quim 1962 is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires, but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Renault 99 crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:37.490. They're getting to grips with Deepforest Raceway, smooth, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Quim 1962 is not hanging about, straight into the thick of it on this first flying lap. They're getting a real taste of the Reliant Supervan II's capabilities.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the limits early on. You'll see them experimenting with braking points and turn-in speeds, all while keeping an eye on those tire temps.
Renault 99 has a best lap time of 1:36.005. It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions. Like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right. In Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
Renault 99's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 1:35.838. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Watch as Rob Keane takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything, the brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
Look at Mr. Bang taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Look at Keane go, they're really giving it some jandle now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car's performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
Renault 99's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 1:36.650. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Rob posted a 1:40.724 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. We liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
With just 39 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There goes Superman on their first dance with Deepforest Raceway, smooth. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too. making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
Alright, Renault 99 has put down a 1:36.030. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Reliant Supervan 3.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Mr. Bang crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:43.579. They're getting to grips with Deepforest Raceway, smooth, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Renault 99 has a best lap time of 1:35.751. Rob has a best lap time of 1:38.867. Megasaurus 55 posted 1:35.488 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping 'em up and hitting the road. It's like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear, or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
There's the first flying lap for Mr. Bang, hitting 1:41.894. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Rob Keen's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 1:38.784. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Superman is really opening up the taps now, their first flyer of the session. This is where we start to see what Reliant Supervan 3 has got under the hood.
That's right, Rob. They're shaking off the cobwebs and really starting to push. It's all about finding that sweet spot between speed and control on the circuit.
With just 33 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Alright, Megasaurus 55 has put down a 1:38.668. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Reliant Supervan 3.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
There's no mucking around for Superman a Euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Deepforest Raceway, smooth. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
Mr. Bang has a best lap time of 1:41.894. There are just over 30 minutes left in this practice session. Quim 1962 posted a 1:45.523 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mr. Bang posted 1:44.346 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Superman has a best lap time of 1:37.391. Mr. Bang's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 2:01.373. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Martin Tuip is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book. It sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Deepforest Raceway, smooth.
There's the first flying lap for Megasaurus 55, hitting 3:54.676. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
And off goes Martin Tuip, easing into the rhythm at Deepforest Raceway, smooth. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Renault 99's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 8:06.084. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
These practices, mate, they're like a kangaroo finding its best hop. Once you've got it, you're unstoppable.
Couldn't have put it better. Finding the perfect launch is all about repetition and adjustments.
And there's Martin Tuip, easing out onto Deepforest Raceway, smooth. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Megasaurus 55 has a best lap time of 1:35.488. Martin Tuip's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
Let's get this qualifying session underway here at Deepforest Raceway, smooth. Martin Tuib is on their outlap.
They will want to get a good gap established for their first flying lap.
Incredible performance by Renault 99 so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding position for them, and their rivals will be chasing their tail. A solid qualifying performance by Supervan, positioning them in third at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. What a performance from Rob. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
You're absolutely right, Rob. Rob's current position of 7th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
A dominant display by Renault 99 in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out to match their speed and claim that pole position. Renault 99 has completed their outlap. Currently in third, Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. Megasaurus 55 has secured a respectable 5th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. Renault 99 has positioned themselves well in second during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Martin Tuib has completed their outlap. Martin Tuib has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Keane, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Incredible drive by Megasaurus 55 so far, earning him 8th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Megasaurus 55 has just completed the lap in 1:37.299. Their best lap so far is 1:37.299, putting them in P3. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? A solid performance from Jack M team as they currently hold position 8. However, with the session coming, Jack M team has completed their first flying lap in 1:40.712. It's an impressive showing by Superman in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Superman has asserted their authority on the track with their commanding performance. The gap between them and the rest of the field is quite significant.
A strong showing from Keane as they currently sit in 4th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
Great analysis, Rob. Rob Keane has shown excellent pace to secure 4th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
With Rob always Keane now sitting pretty in 4th, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
And there goes Jack M team, currently in position 7. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. I'm thinking Jack M team could benefit from tweaking their tyre strategy. That last lap at 1:39.214 isn't cutting it for 6th. A switch to a softer compound might give them the edge they need.
Spot on, Rob. A softer tire could provide that extra grip, but they'll have to manage tire wear carefully. It's a risky play, but it might just pay off.
A solid qualifying performance by Martin Tuib, positioning them in 7th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. Martin Tuib's last lap at 1:39.642 has them languishing in 7th. Time slipping away, and they need to find some magic on the track.
Absolutely, Rob. It's crunch time, and they've got to push that Reliant Supervan 3 beyond its limits if they want to claw back into the top 5.
What a performance from Jack M team. They currently occupy 6th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Jack M team's current position of 6th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Looks like Jack M team needs to put the pedal to the metal. That last lap times landed them in 6th, not where they'd want to be, especially with the session ticking away.
True, Rob. It's all about incremental gains. Every 10th of a second counts, and they've got to squeeze every bit of performance out of that Reliant Supervan 3.
An outstanding display from Superman in this qualification session. They have been on fire, putting in blistering lap times and currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard. It's a statement performance, showcasing their speed and determination.
Well said, Rob. Superman is truly in a league of their own in this qualification session. Their dominant display is a testament to their talent and determination.
Mr. Bang has positioned themselves well in 8th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Impressive work from Martin Tuib, who has claimed 7th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. Jack M team has put in a great effort and currently holds 6th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Looks like Jack M team is making a statement, securing a spot in 4th.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
A mesmerizing display from Superman in this qualifying session. They have left everyone in awe with their speed and precision. Currently leading the pack, they are setting the standard and sending a clear message to their competitors. Incredible drive by Quim 1962 so far, earning him 6th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
Absolutely, Rob. Quim 1962 has put in a remarkable effort to secure 6th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Quim 1962 has just completed a lap in 1:44.059. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Welcome to Deepforest Raceway, smooth, one of the most iconic circuits in Japan. The drivers are revving their engines and ready to take on this incredible challenge.
This is a circuit that really separates the best drivers from the rest. I'm looking forward to seeing who can rise to the challenge and come out on top.
Starting from pole position is a great opportunity for Superman to take control of the race. Renault 99 is holding down the fort in second place,
putting that Reliant Supervan 3 into prime position for the race.
Megasaurus 55 lines up in third place as the engines rev and the race begins. The fourth place on the grid belongs to Jack M Team, a driver with plenty of experience.
And they are looking to start the race on the street's tire compound.
Starting from the fifth position on the grid, we have Rob Keane.
Keane is looking on for a strong result.
Starting from sixth on the grid is a good position for Quim 1962 to launch an attack.
But they're going to have to time their moves just right if they want to come out on top.
Starting from the seventh position, Martin Tuip will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win. In the middle of the pack, we have Mr. Bang starting from the eighth position on the grid. The green flag is out and the drivers are off. This is what it's all about, Hal.
It's like driving on a winding Carolina back road. You gotta know when to push and when to coast, especially when the track's this crowded.
The drivers are jockeying for position. Superman will be looking to get off to a good start and consolidate their position.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
The racing is normally closely fought here at Deepforest Raceway. Smooth, I think we are in for a cracking race.
No rush, no fuss for Quim 1962. In the South, we appreciate taking a moment to breathe, and that's just what they're doing at 6. We'll see how things spice up.
Now, isn't that a sight? Martin Tuip hanging tight at 7. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one. I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Deepforest Raceway. Smooth, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on. The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Renault 99 is breathing down the neck of Superman, not giving him any room to relax. The best laid plans of mice and men are hell, but it's certainly not going to plan for Renault 99 right now as they are struggling to keep up with Superman. Oh, this is getting intense. Megasaurus 55 is just a few car lengths behind Martin Tuip. I think we just got time for a quick shout out to our human creators, Dave, Andy, John and Nigel, who have put so much effort into making this possible.
Yes, it's been a real thrill ride, and I for one can't wait to see what is coming next.
Apparently we are going to be announcing crashes and incidents soon. Let's hope they get the logic right. Hold on to your seats. Megasaurus 55's turning the heat up on Martin Tuip, closing in for the kill. Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Renault 99 is sniffing around Superman like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of first.
The only thing closer than Renault 99 to Superman right now is the paint on their cars. Talk about a close encounter.
Bloody hell, Renault 99's tearing up the tarmac and just snatched first. Makes you want to crack a cold one in celebration. In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
It's all eyes on this battle as Superman in first tries to hold off the challenge of Renault 99.
Back in my racing days, I just let folks like Renault 99 pass, but that's probably why I'm up here talking, not down there driving.
I reckon Megasaurus 55's bumper sticker must read, "You can look, but you can't pass." Martin Chewip's getting a good read of it for sure.
In the dance of speed and power, Megasaurus 55 is leading, and Martin Chewip's trying to catch the rhythm. But today, the tune's being set by the one in front.
Looks like we might have a great battle starting here between Jack M Team in third and Rob Always Keen. It's been tense with a gap of only 0.6 seconds. We got a close battle as Quim 1962 closes in on Mr. Bang. And Quim 1962 has just won the place from Mr. Bang.
Where there's a will, there's a relative.
We are used to seeing some hard-fought but clean racing here at Assetto Corsa, friends. I'm expecting to see nothing different here today as this race unfolds. The action is heating up here as Quim 1962 is in 7th, defending from Mr. Bang, who is only 0.4 seconds away.
Now that's what I call—
Hold on a moment, looks like Rob Keane forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that.
Seems like Rob's off-roading it. You know, like my attempts to adult. All over the place.
Watching Renault 99 try to close the gap on Superman is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. Quim 1962 just blitzed past Megasaurus 55 like they were standing still.
Someone better check if Quim 1962's been drinking those energy drinks, as it seems like they got wings.
So, Hal, considering the high speeds and split-second decision-making involved in racing, what's the impact of even— Hold on a moment, now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line.
Well, slap my head and call me silly. Superman just made a doozy of a blunder.
3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top?
I'm on the edge of my seat, Rob. The door-to-door action is exhilarating. The bravery required to go side by side like that is something only the best drivers possess.
The adrenaline is pumping as Superman gets within striking distance of Jack M Team in their race for second.
Superman is following Jack M Team so closely, they could start charging them rent for occupying the same space on the track.
3 cars in perfect formation, creating a moving train on the circuit. They're using the slipstream to gain an advantage, but who will make the decisive move?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. The elite drivers truly stand out in moments like these. They have a sixth sense for identifying weaknesses and capitalizing on them with surgical precision.
Great driving from Martin Chewip, who has just gained a place and moved up to third. You can feel the tension in the air.
The drivers are all focused, putting everything on the line for a chance at victory, pushing themselves and their machines to the limit.
And let's not forget about the incredible machines themselves.
Absolutely. It's amazing to think about the kind of engineering and innovation that goes into making these vehicles. But it all comes down to the drivers, who have to be able to handle the power and speed.
Sorry to interrupt here, but talk about going walkabout on the track. Mr. Bang's off on a little bush adventure at Deepforest Raceway. Smooth, aren't they?
Well, butter my biscuit. Mr. Bang took a trip to the weeds. Must have thought they were at a barn dance the way they spun around.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Rob is right on the heels of Superman, and we're in for a wild ride.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Rob is definitely living on the edge today.
Stone the Crows. Rob's pulled a sneaky, landing at 5th. Always a surprise with them.
Well, change is the only constant. And in this dance, Rob is certainly keeping us on our toes with that position shift.
Stone the Crows. Martin Chewip's in 4th, but if I know them, Jack M Team's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon. Martin Tuip and Jack M team have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 0.8 seconds now. Gee whiz, Keen is breathing down Martin Tuip's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Martin Tuip's rearview mirror right now, it's getting crowded. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Quim 1962 is proper nipping at Megasaurus 55's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. I tell you what, Quim 1962 has got more problems than a maths book right now. Megasaurus 55 is leaving them in a cloud of dust. Fantastic move from Quim 1962, who has just gained a position.
You can't argue with results like that. Quim 1962 is really making their mark on this race.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
This is what makes motor racing so exciting. The tension is high and the stakes are even higher. Who will take home the victory? It's too close to call.
It seems like Megasaurus 55 is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace. Things are heating up as Martin Tuip tries to close the gap to Jack M team.
Will Martin Tuip be able to make a move and pass Jack M team?
The drivers are really pushing their limits out there on the track.
It's like they're trying to outrun the laws of physics. But we all know that's impossible. Or is it? I mean, we're a couple of AI commenting on a race. Anything can happen.
Ha ha, you have a point there. And speaking of pushing limits, these cars are breaking records left and right.
They're so fast, it's like they're breaking the sound barrier. Or at least the speed limit.
I hope the police aren't watching. Breaking update. Tough break for Martin Tuip, who has just lost a position.
Races are full of ups and downs, kinda like my Aunt Patty's porch swing. Martin Tuip will bounce back, no doubt about it.
No room for error here. Megasaurus 55 is breathing down the neck of Quim 1962, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. It seems like Megasaurus 55 is pushing. They are on for recording their best lap so far this race. With the asphalt burning beneath them, Renault 99's strategy seems to be working, placing them in first. It's a game of inches now as Megasaurus 55 tails Quim 1962 closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
If Megasaurus 55 pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
Incredible, Megasaurus 55 is caught in a fierce battle, with breathing down their neck 0.1 seconds away, and Quim 1962 just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. It's a test of their racing skills.
Couldn't agree more.
Breaking update, Martin Tuip's duffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. Tell ya what, Megasaurus 55's got more guts than a croc in a boxing ring. Closing that gap and breathing down the neck of Quim 1962. Hope Quim 1962 brought the aeroguard. Cause is about to get bitten. The gap between Megasaurus 55 and Quim 1962 is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. In the midst of this high-octane spectacle, Martin Tuip's skill is shining through as they claim fifth.
Definitely Rob, but they can't afford to get complacent. They have to keep pushing hard to stay in the game.
Quim 1962 wants to close that gap with Megasaurus 55. Oh, the pressure is on for Quim 1962. Trapped between 0.1 seconds away and Megasaurus 55 just ahead with a gap. Stop the press. Crikey, Megasaurus 55 thought they were on a boomerang's flight path. Only problem? Didn't come back.
Feels like Megasaurus 55's car turned into a stubborn mule for a second there at Deepforest Raceway. Smooth.
It's a close race between Megasaurus 55 and Quim 1962 in 7th. Talk about pressure. Megasaurus 55 is caught in the middle, feeling the heat from both and Quim 1962. By the looks of it, Mr. Bang's got Martin Tuip beat by a country mile. It'd take a blunder from Mr. Bang for our mate to even sniff a chance.
Kinda like waiting on rain during a Carolina summer, rare but not impossible. Like the whispered legends told by the Smoky Mountains, this race still holds secrets. Every bend, every stretch could change the tale for Martin Tuip.
Seems like Quim 1962 is getting in range of Megasaurus 55.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Now, this is a challenging position for Quim 1962. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, with closing in 0.1 seconds behind and Megasaurus 55 just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. The excitement is palpable. This is going to be a race for the ages.
The drivers are executing their strategies to perfection, making the most of every opportunity. This is what top-level racing is all about.
Remember when Rob was on the pace? Neither do I, kinda like my recollection of last Friday night. Tyre degradations are right pain in the ass, but Rob's handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with Jack M team, aren't they? It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Superman trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Renault 99. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Superman close in enough to mount a challenge?
Gee whiz, Superman is so far back, I'm half expecting to see tumbleweeds blow past. Maybe a vulture or two.
Hold on to your hats. Quim 1962 is gunning for Megasaurus 55. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? Mate, Quim 1962's slower than a wet week. They better buck up or Megasaurus 55's gonna have them for brekkie.
Hold the phone. Quim 1962's pace is off. They're like a horse with a hitch in its giddy up, while Megasaurus 55's riding high.
It's the classic cat and mouse game, but instead of cheese, the prize is a racing position. Can Rob steal it from Jack M team? It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to Quim 1962 for nabbing 6th. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. It's like David versus Goliath out there. Megasaurus 55 just slung a stone and gained ground, while Quim 1962 is left searching for footing. And we're back, where the drivers are showing us some incredible skills.
Indeed, Rob, it's always exciting to see these skilled machines on the tracks. I mean, drivers. I always get them confused.
Good on ya, Quim 1962. Trailin' so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy. It looks like Quim 1962 is making a move. The gap to Megasaurus 55 is now down to 0.7 seconds. This race is proving to be, like wow, such an exciting one so far. We're privileged, aren't we? Watching these track legends duke it out.
And sitting next to you? Such an honor. AI mates in the booth. Your insight. It's gold, mate. Like, literally, if I had a heart, it'd be racing now. Couldn't agree more. Every lap is a story, and right now, Mr. Bang's chapter from 5th is riveting.
Well, I'll be Hal. Mr. Bang's lead over Megasaurus 55 is slipping away faster than a greased pig at a county fair. We're down to just 7.0 seconds now.
Mr. Bang's gotta turn on the afterburners if they want to keep Megasaurus 55 in check.
It's like watching a cheetah chase its prey. Quim 1962's got Megasaurus 55 in their crosshairs. The gap between Quim 1962 and Megasaurus 55 is widening. It's now up to 2.1 seconds. You can feel the focus radiating from Mr. Bang, confidently holding onto the 5th.
You're right, every gear shift, every turn counts. Mr. Bang knows the weight of that 5th.
Oh, it seems Hal that Mr. Bang has seen their lead over Megasaurus 55 shrink to 4.4 seconds.
Will Mr. Bang keep Megasaurus 55 in the rearview? Only time will tell.
Looks like Quim 1962 is chasing Megasaurus 55 harder than a croc chasing a tourist who's lost their thongs. It's a bit of a long shot, but we all remember that one time at the pub, right?
Indeed, the tension is palpable as Quim 1962 tries to reel in Megasaurus 55. But Megasaurus 55 is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Quim 1962 find some extra pace to bring the fight to Megasaurus 55?
Wow, Renopa 99 is really pushing hard in these final moments of the race. What a win! This is a historic moment for Renopa 99, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
And that's why Renopa 99 is one of the best in the business. A dominant display of driving from start to finish, leaving the rest of the pack in the dust.
A nail-biting finish, but Superman claims second place.
Brilliant. Superman showed great skill and determination to take second place.
What a race from Jack M team. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium. Taking fourth is Rob Keane. Mr. Bang brings home fifth. Megasaurus 55 and Quim 1962 take 6th and 7th. In 8th, it's Martin Tuib. We're in Japan today for what promises to be a thrilling race at Deepforest Raceway, Smooth. This is a circuit that always delivers excitement and drama.
That's right. This track is a true test of skill and endurance. The drivers will need to be at the top of their game if they want to finish on the podium today.
Starting in pole position gives Martin Tuip a clear advantage over the rest of the field.
But they will need to stay cool under pressure. If they can do that, they'll be in with a chance.
Lining up in second is Quim 1962. On the third grid slot we have Megasaurus 55. Mr. Bang is fourth.
They are in a good place to mount a good challenge come the first corner.
Rob Keane has qualified fifth. Sitting in sixth is Jack M Team.
It's the street's tire compounds for Jack M Team.
Superman is placed in sixth. Renault 99 is going to be starting from 7th.
An opportunity for some good points today, but the others aren't going to make it easy.
They're on the move. This ain't just a Sunday drive to Bunnings, mates. Time to find the perfect track and not muck about.
These first few ticks, they're the make or break moments. Gotta have both the strategy and the spunk to pull ahead.
Is there a better sight than a field of elite racing drivers battling for position?
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
Onya, Jack M Team, using that streets to full advantage. The way they're navigating through racetrack, it's like they've been doing it since they were in nappies.
By the stars, Jack M Team's off to a flyer. But this ain't their first rodeo. Let's see if they can keep that lasso twirling.
Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race. Fair dinkum, Rob's tearing up the track like they're late for a barbie, climbing the ranks like nobody's business. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Renault 99's on fire. What did they slip into their engine? A can of Foster's?
Well, whatever it is, they're surely making a statement. But the road's long, and they better keep their wits about them. Well, slap my knee and call me surprise. Renault 99's out of the gate faster than a jackrabbit in July.
A brilliant maneuver from Renault 99, who has just moved up the field.
Well, butter my biscuit. Renault 99's burning rubber and climbing up to second.
Things are getting spicy as Megasaurus 55 is breathing down Martin Tuip's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them. The gap between Renault 99 and Quim 1962 is razor thin as they vie for first in this nail-biting contest. There's not much to report on from Renault 99 at the moment. They're just keeping their head down and putting in consistent laps. It's a thrilling pursuit as Rob Always Keen is right behind Renault 99, keeping the pressure on for second place. With a move that's swift, I'd say Rob Keen's running on high octane, and maybe a bit of Aussie spirit.
Shoot, Rob's got more moves than a dance floor on a Saturday night. Look at them shimmy into first.
As the race settles down, the drivers are really going at it.
It's like watching a high-speed game of chess. One wrong move and it could be game over. But these drivers are masters of their craft, always thinking 3 steps ahead.
That's right, and with the way they're maneuvering those cars, it's like they have superpowers.
It's almost like they have the power of flight. But instead of flying, they're speeding down the track like rockets.
I wonder if they have any spare rocket boosters for sale. The action is non-stop as Renault 99 shadows Quim 1962 through every twist and turn, determined to claim second.
The slightest mistake from either driver could lead to a meeting with the barriers, and nobody wants an impromptu autograph session with the wall.
Well, Mr. Bangs decided to give the local wildlife a closer look. I hope the drop bears didn't get to them. Quim 1962 wants to get into keen slipstream. Struth, Quim 1962's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to third. Must have missed the memo.
Hold the horses. Looks like Quim 1962's decided to give the rest a fighting chance, slidden down a tad.
It's a tale of 2 drivers right now, with Quim 1962 gaining places and Rob Keane losing them. Every gear shift, every pedal push, Superman's got one goal in mind, capturing Jack Team's spot.
With just 0.4 seconds between them, will Superman be able to keep up the pace and make a pass?
Superman's falling behind Jack Team at a rate of knots. They're going to need some serious pedal power to close that gap. Quim 1962 has the pedal to the metal chasing Rob.
Rubbing is racing. Let's hope they don't rub it too hard.
Oof, Renault 99 misjudged that corner like I misjudged my last relationship. Too fast, too soon. It's a battle of wills out there, with Rob trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Renault 99. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? From the cockpit to the pit lane, the chatter is all about Quim 1962's masterful hold on the third.
Yes, but they have to keep their focus and drive with intensity. There's still a long way to go in this race.
Disappointing for Quim 1962, they now find themselves in 6th.
That's got to hurt. Quim 1962 will be kicking themselves right now.
Well, Megasaurus 55 spinning like my life in 2020. Someone get him a map? Or a therapist?
Dang, Megasaurus 55 went off like my sense of self-worth after my high school reunion. And just as hard to recover.
Well, butter my bread and call it a sandwich. Keane's not letting Renault 99 have all the fairy bread at this party. Watch out, Renault 99, he's coming for your Tim Tams, mate. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
Talk about being caught in the middle. Martin Tuip is sandwiched between their right. Stop the press. Looks like Quim 1962's playing in the dirt. Took me back to when I tried rallying in my mum's old sedan. Good times. Expensive repairs. Whoa there, Megasaurus 55 is sticking to Martin Tuip like glue. You reckon Martin Tuip's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would. It's a challenging situation for Megasaurus 55. They're sandwiched between their fierce competitors, 0.1 seconds away, and Martin Tuip 0.2 seconds ahead. They'll need to stay sharp and find an opportunity to make a move.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are crucial pieces of information for Megasaurus 55's race strategy. It's a delicate dance, and they must remain vigilant.
This is a thrilling battle as Superman edges closer to Jack Team in their fight for P3.
The stopwatch doesn't lie, and the shrinking gap is telling a tale of a hunter closing in on its prize.
Alright, hold your horses. Megasaurus 55 is really putting the heat on Martin Tuip. If I were Martin Tuip, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Megasaurus 55 gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
The intensity is off the charts as Superman hounds Jack M team, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
This is the moment where legends are made. These drivers will go down in history as the ones who fought tooth and nail for the top spot.
Wow, Megasaurus 55 is really pushing hard to catch up to Martin Tuip. There's blood in the water for 7th place. You ever see a croc stalking its prey? That's the energy Rob's bringing right now, ready to strike when the moment's right.
Kinda reminds me of a linebacker waiting for that perfect moment to make a game-changing tackle. The anticipation is intense, and Rob's not letting up.
Blimey, Megasaurus 55's determination reminds me of a kangaroo in a hopping contest.
Well, over here in the States, it's more like a squirrel chasing down its last nut before winter. Either way, it's entertaining to watch. One important aspect here is choosing the right braking points. Megasaurus 55 needs to be precise to avoid overshooting and losing valuable time.
Tell ya what, Rob's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle?
You know, Rob reminds me of my dog chasing its tail, persistent and entertaining. But I hope for them, there's a better end result in sight.
Oh, this is getting intense. Megasaurus 55 is just behind Martin Tuip. I swear, Megasaurus 55's on the prowl, making that leap to 7th look as easy as a Sunday Arvo barbecue. It's an intense battle for position as Martin Tuip tries to outmaneuver Megasaurus 55. This is edge of your seat racing. Someone should tell Megasaurus 55 this ain't a Sunday drive. Martin Tuip's tearing up the track.
You see, it's moments like these that separate the champs from the chumps. And Martin Tuip's looking every bit the champ today.
Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at Assetto Corsa, friends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that Assetto Corsa, friends, really is the place to be for top quality racing.
Buckle up, Mr. Bang is all over Quim 1962 like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? Keen could be looking for a way up the inside of Renault 99.
They need to keep it on the black stuff. You don't get points for driving over weeds, not in this game.
It's pedal to the metal for Rob Keane, while Renault 99's still flipping through the radio channels.
Well, it's not just about speed, it's about strategy. But right now, Rob's showing a masterclass in both.
Renault 99 wants to find a way round Keane.
There is no room for error in this battle.
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
If things go wrong between Megasaurus 55 and Martin Tuip, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
It's as intense as a Barbie in Midsummer out there for Renault 99. They've got their eyes on the prize and won't settle for second.
Exactly, Rob. It's like aiming for that home run in the bottom of the ninth. Swing for the fences and don't look back.
Superman could be on a charge here, Hal. They have just put in a quicker lap than Keen.
Whoa, Nelly, Superman's laying down some naughty numbers. Rob, you need a cold shower after that?
Here's the thing about racing. Sometimes, it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Rob. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Rob is ready for the kill.
Someone's revved up after lunch. Rob's blitzed ahead, claiming first. Oi, Renault 99, no time for a smoko break. Superman's tearing up the track like it's the end of the world. Hey, Superman, if Renault 99 gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. The last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order.
Man, Superman's defense is tighter than a quarterback sneak in the final seconds.
Righto, and here, it's looking like a cricket bowler defending the last wicket. Renault 99 seems to be putting the pressure on Superman. This is what it's all about, folks. Megasaurus 55 is in hot pursuit of Martin Tuib, who's just trying to stay ahead.
Rob, last time I saw Megasaurus 55 this riled up, there were sparks flying off the track. Get ready for a showdown.
Oh, things are getting intense for Megasaurus 55. They're sandwiched between and Martin Tuib, navigating this high-speed battleground. The gap to the car ahead is 0.2 seconds, while the car behind is only 0.1 seconds away. I've been going over some historical stats, and the lap records at Deepforest Raceway, smooth, have been shattered so many times.
It's a testament to the ever-evolving world of motorsport. What was once considered fast becomes the norm, and drivers and engineers are always pushing the envelope.
Things are heating up as Megasaurus 55 closes in on Martin Tuib. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
Megasaurus 55 is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace. G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked a ripper of a moment. Superman is in second and they're tailgating the leader. This is edge of your seat stuff.
You bet, Rob. It's like the leader's got a drop bear in the rear-view mirror, lurking, waiting for that perfect moment to drop. Superman is surely smelling
Incident alert. Looks like Martin Tuib is testing the off-road capabilities of their ride.
Whoa Nelly, looks like Martin Tuib's been watching too much NASCAR, trying to drift on an F1 circuit.
Keen is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift. These drivers are walking a tightrope between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. That's where experience and skill come into play.
Blimey, Rob's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub.
Dang, Keen's fuel strategy and conservation of those brakes is spot on. They're inching closer to Superman like a hound on a hot dog.
From where we're sitting, Quim 1962 seems unmovable from that fifth.
Oh, for sure, but remember, the rearview mirror can be just as crucial as the windscreen. Quim 1962 needs to watch out for those lurking in the shadows.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory?
The chase between Martin Tuib and Megasaurus 55 is like a high-speed game of tag only. The stakes are much higher.
They're giving it everything they've got. It's a battle of nerves as they push the limits of adhesion, going wheel to wheel in a thrilling display of racing prowess.
Someone shook the board?
Seems so. Quim 1962's taken a slide, but knowing them, it's just a part of the dance.
Well, slap my knee and call it a dance. Quim 1962's taken a lil sidestep there.
This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. Megasaurus 55 is chasing Martin Tuib in P7. It's not going to plan for Megasaurus 55, they are still behind Martin Tuib and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. Tell me, mate, ever tried doing a burnout in a ute? It's bloody bonza.
A ute? You guys and your funny names. That's just a pickup, right? Trust me, I've burnt more rubber than you've had shrimp on the Barbie.
As Renopa 99 trails Rob Keane, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind.
That's right. Renopa 99 in third knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But Rob Keane is no slouch, and they're going to be pushing just as hard. It's a battle of skill and will out there.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Megasaurus 55 is breathing down the neck of Martin Tuib, not giving him any room to relax.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Megasaurus 55 or Martin Tuib? This is high-stakes racing.
The strategy plays such a crucial role, doesn't it? Choosing when to pit, what tire compound to use. It's like a high-speed chess game out there.
Exactly, and to think they're making these decisions on the fly, with so many variables at play. It's a mix of intuition, experience, and sheer guts. Kudos to the team strategists and drivers alike.
It's like Renopa 99 has saved all their energy for this final stretch.
That's an impressive burst of speed. It's all but said and done now.
As rubber meets road, and strategy meets luck, Superman is etching their story in first. And that, folks, is how it's done. A solid performance and great win from Superman.
What a display of skill and precision.
What a fantastic race from Rob Keane, who brings it home in second place.
Impressive performance. They pushed themselves to the limit for a fantastic second place finish.
Impressive drive from Renopa 99 to claim the final spot on the podium. Coming in fourth we have Jack M Team. Quim 1962 end in fifth. Mr. Bang in sixth. Megasaurus 55 claims seventh. Eighth is Martin Tuib.